want to disagree slightly with Peter in terms of African teams not being able or will not be able to make the semi-finals.
Largely.
Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Cameroon, Egypt, these...
You have a false optimism.
No.
I see it as a false optimism.
No.
Because one, World Cup is the biggest football cup. Is a place where you have the best football player of every country coming to represent their country.
But it's
every team will be punished for not having the good strikers. Give me one good striker in Africa that can replicate the performance of Suarez. The performance, the hunger. Let's say, fine.
Wilfred Bony, Majid Waris. These boys are doing well.
Who are behind them?
Listen. It's easy for people to criticize that the African teams might not have the rounded team to perform in the World Cup, but you forget that most of the European leagues now and the biggest clubs in Europe at the moment are leaving off the strike, the goals of the African players. We've spoken about Bony. We've spoken about the likes of Yaya Toure. We've talked about Didier Drogba. We've talked about Majid Waris. There's so many of these players.
Let's pick the best 10 teams in the world, and let's see how many Africans are replicating, who are leading the strike force. I agree with you.
Lionel Messi, as marvelous as he is, Argentina hasn't done anything with him in the side.
Has not done anything in the past.
Ever since Messi joined the senior side in Argentina, they haven't been able to do anything. So it's not about that individual classy striker.
The World Cup. And again, let's come back to the basics. Let's look at the facts on the ground. It's easier for European countries to pick their boys and be very much cohesive than African teams, because most of them play in Europe. Most Africans play in Europe.
Have you had a look at the French leagues lately? Have you had a look at the Turkish leagues lately? Have you had a look at the Swiss?
We are talking the next 2-3 months.
Yes.
We will be back here in the studios to analyze, and we'll be back here to see the performance of African players.
I think it's very worrying. It's very worrying to hear that you
Toby, let me remind you of this man's record. Idris, your record over the past 15 months has been shambolic.
Okay,
I must say on Sports 360. He was one of the few people that came into the studio, sat here majestically to write off the chances of the Nigerian Super Eagles. And he's been made to eat humble pie, bread, breakfast, and crumbs.
We said if the coach didn't do some things, he wasn't going to do it, and he listened.
There we go.
Well, he listened. Everybody's hearing now. Idris is saying African teams don't have a chance against the semis.
What I'm saying is that they don't have a chance against semis.
Ade are saying we do have a chance.
Yeah, you are entitled to your own opinion. But it's a matter of 3 months' time, and we'll begin to see what chances do we have. No matter how ugly we play, this present squad will not have a chance of semi-final.